Welcome viewers, welcome to my channel Zing. Hi, I'm Doel and today I'll be discussing with you a topic which is a common problem in most of the households, obesity, or as we commonly confuse it with overweight. There is a difference between obesity and overweight. When your BMI or body mass index is between 25 to 29.9, we tell that you are overweight, not obese. That is approximately 8 to 10 kilos more than your ideal body weight. You fall under the category of overweight. And when your BMI or body mass index goes beyond 29.9, we categorize you into three grades of obesity. Grade 1, the less risk, grade 2, the moderate risk, and grade 3, the high risk obesity. Now let me discuss with you what this is all about in today's video. Stay put and listen to the information about obesity, the most household common problem, which is the precursor to so many diseases. The three categories of obesity. It's class 1 when your BMI is between 30 to 34.9. We call it low risk obesity. When your BMI is between 35 to 39.9, it is grade 2, that is moderate risk obesity. And when your BMI is equal to 40 or more than that, it is grade 3 or high risk obesity. As you can understand from the terminologies, my dear viewers, the risk grades increase with the degree of your weight, which is once again calculated by BMI or body mass index. Now, what is BMI? BMI is your body mass index. Body, the mass, the measurement of the mass, not weight. There is a difference between mass and weight, as we've learned in physics. The index of your body mass, and the formula for that is weight in kilograms divided by your height in meters square. For an example, if your weight is 83, then 83 kgs divided by your height in meter. Say 60 meter, say 100 meter, say whatever, meter square. That gives you your BMI, which can be 25, which can be 39, which can be 32, anything. And that will basically determine your grade of obesity. So what do you do when you become obese? One thing, my dear viewers, start being conscious when you are overweight. Don't go to the degree of obesity, be it grade 1, grade 2 or grade 3. Start taking care as soon as you become overweight so that you can avoid going into the category of obesity. Because as I told you, lots of risk factors are involved with obesity, which is the precursor to so many diseases. Now the question arises, why at all do we become obese? When we take in more food in the form of energy, food is converted into energy which is measured in kilocalories. When we take in more energy and burn lesser, then that food or that amount of calories, they get deposited in our body, in the adipose tissue, in the form of fat. That can be more carbohydrate, that can be more free sugars, that can be more fat, which all get converted in turn in the body into fat and is deposited in our adipose tissue. So basically, when you take in more calories than you can burn, that is, your body is in a positive calorie balance, you tend to gain weight, which can happen due to most commonly excess consumption of junk foods, of sugars, of fats, of cold drinks, of all kinds of wrong food. That is one reason. A second reason can be our choice of lifestyle, which may be very sedentary with no kinds of activity involved. So there is absolutely no chance of calorie burning. That is another reason for putting on weight or obesity. Other reasons can be, different kind of medications like steroids, which tend to, make us put on weight. It can be sometimes genetic also. We often see parents are more fat, children are also more fat. But genetic cause is not always well accepted, in the sense it's not necessary that if your mom is fat, you're going to be fat also, unless you inherit the appetite of your mom. Otherwise, it's not usually genetic. There are certain diseases which cause obesity, hyperactivity of the thyroid gland, sometimes diabetes mellitus. Certain diseases can also cause obesity. But in general, obesity is a lifestyle disorder. In 90 out of 100 cases, obesity occurs because of excess food intake, less of burning, and our choice of sedentary lifestyle. And the risk factors involved with obesity, trust me, the list is endless. I can go on and on and on and on with a list of diseases that actually happen with obesity, some which we know and some which we don't. The most common are type 2 diabetes mellitus, hypertension, that is high blood pressure, cerebral stroke, fatty liver, osteoarthritis, to name different kinds of heart diseases, and to name a very few. It has been researched and found out certain types of cancers happen when the body fat is more. For example, uterine cancer, very common in females of variety of age now, more commonly after 50. Endometrial cancer, cancer of the ovaries happen when you have a heavier weight on your abdomen. Obesity is a precursor to sometimes lots of depressions and mood swings. Trust me, at ZingFit we find so many clients who have come to us with the fact of depression because of obesity. Obesity, as I told you, is a precursor to many diseases. It can cause fatty liver also, it can cause different metabolic syndromes also, it can cause digestive disorders also, to name a few more. It is always better to keep your obesity at bay the moment you think you're starting to put on. As we speak so much about obesity, it definitely comes to our mind, what can be done to prevent this great enemy, obesity? Trust me, take and start a healthy lifestyle today. Try, if not any rigorous exercises, a walk of 30 minutes, preferably post-dinner. If not possible, then spot jogging for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. If you have a treadmill in the house and no other medical complication, a 20 to 25 minutes walk on the treadmill at 5 to 5.5 kilometers, if possible, 6 kilometers an hour. Do plan your diet chart by an expert nutritionist, because sometimes we are a victim of different food myths and have certain things unknowingly. If you consult an expert and get your diet chart done, you can always follow that to stay healthy. Prevent obesity, especially if you have a family history of the disorders I mentioned. And even if you don't have them, remember, the moment you are becoming obese, you are exposing yourself to these diseases. Obesity is the precursor, I repeat, is the precursor of most of the diseases we see today, some of which we know and some which we don't. I told you, and then if you feel you want to control your obesity, you can, as I told you, take up a diet chart. I told you about the exercise regime. You can also visit clinics like ZingFit or anything of your choice and take regular sessions, not only to lose weight if you are overweight, but also to maintain your weight. There can be different packages. sometimes to lose weight, sometimes of maintenance. So you can always take up two different packages, If you're overweight, to lose your weight, and if you want to maintain what you are, a maintenance package. Now, these are the ways by which we can control obesity. Obesity, one of the greatest enemies of today's society, affecting people from 5 years to 80 years or more. That is, children are also very much victims to obesity. We have seen children coming to us hugely obese and falling prey to diseases like diabetes and hypertension as early an age of 9 years also. Obesity is a very great enemy. So please, if you are thinking that you are gaining weight because of any reasons, please don't neglect it or don't allow your weight to move above. Take your step today. You can take up the steps that I told you, like planning your diet chart, like introducing walk or exercises which I told you in your lifestyle. They are very simple, trust me, and they can be done. Consult your nutritionist. They can always check, your lean body mass, your fat body mass, and decide on the course of action that should be taken. Today's video was all about obesity, a common household but a very, very dangerous problem. If you want to ask me anything regarding obesity or any other topics, you can always ping me on our WhatsApp number or put your query on our website www.zingfitclinic.com. We are available on all the social portals of Facebook, Pinterest, Insta. You can watch and follow us in all of them. For today, that's all. But once again, beware of obesity and do take the necessary step. Remember the old saying, a stitch in time saves 9. We'll come back again next week with some more interesting topics which we can discuss and which we can gain some knowledge from. But remember, obesity also is the root cause of depression, and please don't take it lightly. Beware of obesity, take the necessary steps. For now, it's Doel signing off. And for this week, be very happy, be very fit, stay calm, stay motivated, and stay Zing.